Now it's time to add the bottom to our pyramid. So I'm going to start in the center and go down 3 beads. I want to do the little lock stitch that I like, so we'll lock our stitch. We don't need much tail because we're going to cut that right off as soon as we get this threaded in. And then we're going to go back up again. Stick my thumb on that thread so it doesn't come through. And then I want to take and go up the last 3 beads right here. Okay. And we'll go through the first red one. Now we're pretty secure and I can cut this piece off. I got a little edge there, so I'll take my lighter there and I can burn that off. So now we want to start with a row of gold. So we'll turn this round and we're just going to do a row of gold. And we're going to go all the way around, but when we get to the corners where the colors transition, we're not going to put a bead. We're going to skip over that, and that's what's going to form our nice sharp corners. Okay, we're transitioning, so we don't put a bead in, we go over. And if we pull on that, see how that forms a nice little corner there? So, in fact, I'm going to turn it this way so that it's collapsed. And now I'm going to put my gold beads on the white side. Now, got to be careful when you do that. I ran through 2 beads at the same time. So I'll come back, get my gold. I can see that. All right, so we've gotten to the red. Now we're going to skip. Make another corner. Now, you can guess what we're going to do here. We're going to skip the gold bead and go into the black. Now we've completed one row and we're going to make a corner here, so we're going to skip the gold bead, go into the red, but this is also a step up. So you've got to step up right here through the gold bead. And we're going to do another row. I'm only holding them this way because it's a little bit easier to hold in your hand. So I'm putting the beads on the lower part. Now there's one less bead along this side than there was the last time. Okay, now this time we do want to put in a bead, and we're going to hop over to the gold. From here we want to go over to the gold bead. So we want to add one bead and move over to the gold. Now this should start to fold down as we go around. I'm helping it along a little bit with my thumb, pushing it towards the center. Now the first two rows are fairly simple. I like to work looking at it this way so that you can see when you get to the corners where you have to put your beads in and where your step-ups will be. Okay, the black is going to be the last side, so we have to go through here. All right, now you can see right here is the step up. So we finish by going through this gold bead and then doing the step up. So this is what it should start to look like. Now we'll go down this side. Now we're adding 3 on the side. Last time we added 4. So that's 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to have to go over and start the next side. So we want to take a gold bead and go into this one on the white side. See how that's lining up down here? So that's going to give you a nice flat square. Two, 3. So now we're going to go over to the red side. So we want a bead, but we want to hop over to the first gold bead on the red side. One, 2, 3. And now we're going to do the black side. This will be the last side for this row. So we need to hop over the black bead, the gold bead on the black side. So this 1, 2, 3. All right, now we're back to the beginning, and you can see we have to hop over to the red side and step up. So we're going to go over to the red side and we are going to step up. Now we're going to go around again, and we'll diminish by 1 each time. So we're only going to have to add 2 beads on this side now. So for every side we'll add 2 beads, and then we'll hop over. Hop over. This is where you have to be careful that you're going into the right bead. Hop over to the white side, because if you don't, you'll be increasing and you won't get that nice flat finish. You'll have, if you're not careful right here, you'll have too many beads and it'll get lumpy. All right, only 2, so now we got to hop over to the red side. Now notice you're closing in. If you've ever done one of these squares, generally you're going in the opposite direction. So we're hopping over from black to red here. So we have to go over to the red and then step up. So we're closing in instead of expanding. Now, we take a look at this. We're going to need a bead here, here, here. So we're going to go round one more time. You can stop and look at your work to see what makes sense. Not just follow me and follow the pattern, but take a look and see what would make sense. So if I were here, I would want to go into my next bead over here on the white side. So we're only putting in 1 bead in the center of the white, and then we're going to hop over to the red. So let's see, does it make sense to go here? No, we have to go over here. So we have to hop over. That's why I say to stop and look at what you're doing. And put in 1. And then we will hop over. And we'll put in 1. And then we're going to hop over and up. We have to go over and up. Now if we pull this a little tight. All right, we're really down to 4 major beads now. We've got the one we just came out of, this one, and this one. So we're going to have to put 4 beads in. When we come around, this bead should be part of the corner. So that's the thing that can get a little confusing, because some of these beads look like they belong, and they're really part of the corner. So that really should be part of the corner over here, which it will fall into once we finish, like that. So let's go around, and we're going to add 1, 2, 3, okay, and 4 is going to go right here because this is actually a step up. So we're going to go here and step up through the corner. Okay, now we're down to 4 beads. One more time, we're going to add 4 more beads right in here, and your primary beads are going to be this one, this one, this one, and this one, and then we're going to finish. So we're going to add 1, 2, 'I'm trying to keep this oriented the same way, so it's a little awkward to get this bead in. 3, and the 4th one will be this one right here. 4. And now you've got your little circle that you would normally start out with your 4 beads in a circle. Now, to make this a little bit stronger, this is coming out of this bead right here. So we want to go into the center and get these center 4. 1, 2, skipping the corner, 3, skip the corner, go in number 4. Now we can pull it a little tighter. Now what I like to do is I like to go around the outside one more time. So I'm going to go through this corner, but I'm not going to go through the center. I'm going to go up 1. And we're just going to go out around this part of the ring once more. And then we go to the second bead down. And we pick the corner piece and the second bead down. This will tighten it up a bit and it won't look so strained. I'm going to take this one and down, second. And we'll go this one more. And then we'll go down here. And at this point we can just do a lock stitch. So I'm just going to run this bead up 1. Lock stitch. Now we can bring it up 3 or 4. Now we have to get to the corners because we still have to put the corner beads on. So the corner beads are going to sit right underneath the two colors. So black and red or white and red. In order to get there, we need to go up and we'll want to go up one side. So I'm going to pick the red one, come down this side. Now I'm going to use 15 zeros at the end of these little, I have 3mm bicones, and I like to use, I'm going to use the 15mm instead of the 11, but you can certainly use the 11. If you don't have a 15, by all means, use the 11. We're going to pick up our 3mm bead and our 15-0 bead, pull them down. We want to go back through the bicone and then up through the white bead. You may have to pull this a little to get it tight, but that'll cause it to come down this way. Come back down through the red bead. Now we have to weave our way over to the next corner. So I'm only going to go through these once. I don't really think this one needs to go through twice. So the easiest way to do that is to go through the red bead that's right next to this red one that came down. And then you can either pick the gold side or the red side, but we're just going to weave through the gold and the red until we get to the next corner. I picked up two at a time. Once I got away from the corner and the other beads so they didn't tangle, you can pick up two at a time. Pick up two. All right, now see where we're going to go. We want to go up here. We want to pick up the black and the red, and in order to get up there, we are going to have to go up on this red bead. So from the gold, you go up to the red, and then up on the corner, come back down the other side, pick up a bicone, pick up a 15-0 or 11-0 if that's what you're using, back through the bicone, and up the red bead. Go up the bead the thread did not come out of, and we'll go back down through the black, and we repeat. We find this one black bead down here, and we go through black and gold, and we'll go through black and gold again. Oops. These black beads are a little more difficult than the red ones were. because it really doesn't matter how you want to weave your way. I'm going to go through this gold bead. It'll be a little easier. And through the other gold bead, and I can actually catch the black bead, so I'm going to get all three of them at once. Now we're going to go up through the black corner, down through the red. I pick up my bicone and my 15-0. I go back through the bicone, and up to the black. Now I want to come down red, and for the last time I need to weave my way down over to the other corner. So we'll weave right, and we can go up to gold, and we've gotten to the last corner, so we're going to go up on the red, come back through the white, pick up our last bicone, our last 15-0. We'll go back through the bicone and up the red bead. And now I'm going to, actually I don't have to go back down again because we're going to finish this off at this point. So I'm going to go up the red side here. I can lock a stitch here. I'm going to do it twice this time. So we're going to lock 2. I'm going to go up 2 more beads. And I'll go up a 3rd. And I'm going to lock here, go down, come back up, and now I can run this right all the way up. We'll go next to it. I'm going to run it right all the way up to the top. And now I'll get over here and we'll go across this way towards the top. Towards the top. All right, that should be sufficient because we've locked that stitch up twice. We're going to cut, and that's our pyramid. You just have to push the little sides in, and you have a set of pyramid earrings. I do hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you did. And I'll be coming back to show you how to do this, but with a pattern. So we're going to do another one, and I'm going to use a pattern. So you'll be able to see how to do this in a pattern format. Thank you.